What is going on, everybody? What is going on, D Catch fam? Hope everyone is doing phenomenal tonight. Hope everyone is having a great start to the week this Monday. You guys already know what time it is, baby. We are hopping into another live 2022 fantasy football mock draft. Going to be a great night. Going to hang out, have some fun, talk some fantasy football. You guys know what to do, baby. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you are new to the channel, absolutely does help us out when you guys do hit that subscribe button. Come join the Catch Fam on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Hop in the live chat, baby. Let me know what's popping, man. Let me know how everyone is doing. All right. Let's see. Derek's in the building. Dicer's in the building. What's going on, guys? What's going on? So I'm going to hop into an ESPN draft. Derek, are you able to hop into this one? Should be one slot open. If not, we can hop into another one. Let's see. It's the first 12-man available. Derek, I know you hit me up on Discord and wanted to join with me tonight. Dicer, we are not running through Sleeper, not doing a subscriber mock draft, but we are running one Wednesday night. The link is on Discord. Just posted that a few minutes ago. So for those of you who want to draft with everyone, Wednesday night we are running a subscriber mock draft. All right, let's see. Derek, doesn't look like you were able to join. I'll back out real quick. Derek, expert, 12-team, H2H, points, 2 out of 12. Let me know if you see this one. Derek Dicer, if you have an ESPN account, feel free to hop in here. I'm not looking. I am just going to randomly select Team 3. Let me know if you guys can hop in on this one and draft with me tonight. All right. We got to go Bob's Burgers here. Let's go. Should be plenty of slots for you guys to join. It should be the... Let's see, expert 12 team starting at 11:20 p.m. Dicer, there should be room for you to get in here. Derek, there should be room. And I'm going to go ahead and send the invite for the sleeper mock draft in the chat. It is posted on Discord, of course. Discord completely free to join. Link is in the description down below. But I'll go ahead and send it in the chat in just 1 second here, if I can find it. And I did send one link on Discord, then had to send out a new one. So make sure you guys got the second link, and it's in the chat there for you as well. All right, Derek's in the draft. We got 3.5 minutes here, and then we'll kick off, baby. So, yeah, I'm excited, man. So in tonight's mock draft, I'm going to try what I call like a bounce back strategy, and basically just go running back, receiver, until I'm really confident the running backs, receivers that we have, that I'm going to go late round QB, late round tight end. I usually feel pretty good when I conduct that style of mock draft, or that style of draft, I guess I should say. I haven't done it in a while. Lately, we've been going like running back early, like I usually do. Maybe a tight end and QB a little bit earlier on. We've been messing around a lot lately with some different strategies, so I wanted to get one of these in here as well. All right, Derek, I'm number 1. Let's go, bro. Let's go. I'm excited, man. This should be a good mock draft. We got a full house here. Hopefully, all these managers stick it through, and we get it going here. So, not any relevant NFL news. I mean, we've got, Deshaun Watson supposedly meeting with the league today, is what some sources are saying. We should get maybe some clarification on Deshaun Watson, which will be nice for those of us, sitting here from a fantasy perspective, wondering what the Browns are going to look like next season. So that should be good. We still got plenty of Drew Brees talk flying around. I don't think that anything major is going to come out of it personally. Packers, J. Alexander agreed to an $84 million extension. He absolutely deserves an absolute monster corner. You could argue easily the second best corner in the league, probably right next to Jalen Ramsey. You could argue, for argument's sake, that J. Alexander is number one in the league. But phenomenal corner, absolutely deserves that extension that he got today. Outside of that, we ain't got nothing. We got a lot of speculation. We got a lot of fantasy talk. So, nothing crazy coming out of today in the NFL world. But let's see. Derek says he heard about my guy's Burks, right? Yeah. So I talked about that a little bit last night, right? You know, there was that kind of report that came out about Treylon Burks and struggling last week, but it was his first day of practice. I guess not practice, it's voluntary workouts, right? Had to come off the field and everything, and some people are panicking about that. You know, from a fantasy perspective, from real life football perspective as well. At the end of the day, man, he'll get in shape. I think he'll be just fine. I'm not worried about Treylon Burks. I talked about this last night too, and I kind of compared it to Jamar Chase dropping footballs last preseason, which is, it's still different. You know, when we saw that happening with Jamar Chase, like, we're watching him consistently fail at what we want him to do from a fantasy and real life perspective, right? So it's a little bit different, but at the same time, it ended up not being an issue whatsoever when the regular season rolled around. So for me, I'm just kind of wondering, is this Treylon Burks story going to continue to be fleshed out throughout the offseason? Worry some fantasy managers, not worry some fantasy managers, and then just not matter whatsoever when the regular season starts. He is still arguably, a rookie receiver in the best potential situation, right next to, maybe a Drake London. But I would say, Derek, for yourself and for, anyone else who's felt good about Treylon Burks coming out of the NFL draft, I wouldn't personally worry about this. I really wouldn't. And he's got plenty of time to get in shape, and I think he'll do just that. So I wouldn't worry about it personally if you had your own personal conviction and I'm looking at Derrick Henry, thinking of Tennessee, and I'm about to say Derrick Henry, but in Treylon Burks before last week's story. You also got to understand it's the off season. The NFL draft is over. We're in an interesting period, between a mini camp and everything, where there ain't a whole lot going on. Okay, so anytime anything goes on, it's going to be probably blown out of proportion for the most part. So I wouldn't worry too much there, but it's definitely a nice talking point. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, Prey, what's up, baby? What's up? John, I had such a heavy chest day at the end. I was so out of strength I couldn't bench 95 for more than 2 reps. I love to hear it, man. Chest day is my favorite day. Andrea, what's going on? Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you guys being here, man. Hit that like button for me. Hop in the live chat. Let me know what's going on, everybody. And we're going to have a good mock tonight. And the link for Wednesday night's mock draft is posted on Discord. So, and it's at the top of the chat as well. So for those of you who want to draft Wednesday, that is posted. Yeah. So we're going to have a good mock draft Wednesday night as well. We did a subscriber mock draft Sunday night. That was a great turnout. Had a lot of fun with you guys last night as well. So appreciate that, guys. All right. Let's see. That is true about Chase with all the drops preseason. Then wow, he went off. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. I wonder if it's being blown out of proportion.
Welcome to the best day of the year. Draft day.
Every time. All right, holy cannoli. That went quick. JT and Cooper Kupp. The first 2 selections here. So JT number 1, Cooper Kupp number 2. So I'm going to go running back here. There's a lot of routes I could go. Derrick Henry, I don't have any beef with that. Austin Eckler, Don't even have any beef there. Najee Harris, I think, is right up in that tier for myself as well. I'm going to go Austin Eckler, just take a little bit more upside there. I love Derrick Henry at 3. Don't mind him at 2. Don't mind him at 4. Eckler and Henry really, for me, probably, right there in my top 3. So I think either choice is fine, but I do think that the Chargers offense will be a little bit better overall, a little bit more high-powered than Tennessee. So Christian McCaffrey goes at 5. JJ goes at 6. Jamar Chase goes at 7. Moving a little bit quickly here. Andrea's John froze up. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if everything looks good on the stream. I usually have it running on a separate device, and I don't see anything wrong. So I believe we are good to go. But let me know in the chat if anything's off tonight, my guys. All right. So 3 receivers and 4 running backs to start off. Pray, do you know if it's good to max out on bench press every day? I would say at your age, it's probably just fine. Yeah, I would say it's just fine. All right, Najee Harris off the board at 8. We don't pick again until 22. So Derek went JT at number 1. I've got Eckler at 3. So 22, I'm going to go receiver. Like I said, going to just play around tonight. Go running back, receiver, running back, receiver, running back, receiver. Late round, QB, and tight end. I'm going to sneeze. Maybe. I can't tell if I'm going to sneeze or not. All right. I feel like this, so we got Dalvin Cook there at 9. I feel like pick 9 and pick 10 are taking a little bit longer than usual. Ronald, what's up, baby? What's up? Ronald, I'm punting the tight end tonight. We're going to mess around, stack up at running back, receiver, switch back between both positions, go late round QB and tight end and see how this team turns out. So get ready to yell at me. What's up, Ronald? Good to see you, bro. Appreciate you being here, man. All right, guys. So Kamara goes at 10. Pick 11 up on the board. So we get 22 and 27. Pretty valuable picks. Especially with getting the 3rd overall pick. At 22, 27, should be able to get 2 good players there. So let's take a look at receivers available. At 22, man, I don't want to stack up too much of the Chargers offense, but Keenan Allen's a nice selection. We got Deebo Samuel going at pick 11, Joe Mixon going at pick 12. A.J. Brown's not bad at 22, but I like him a lot more as a wide receiver too. Mike Evans might be someone I consider. CeeDee Lamb, if he's sitting around still, I'd consider. T. Higgins, similar to A.J. Brown for me, I like a lot more as a wide receiver 2 as opposed to a wide receiver 1. It can work as a wide receiver 1, but you just have to get ready for a little bit of inconsistency there. So Stephon Diggs at pick 13 to start the 2nd round, followed by Devontae Adams at pick 14. Ronald, it can work. It's just more work, absolutely. It's a little bit of a gamble. We'll see what happens. All right, Tyreek Hill at 15. So far in the 2nd round, a large run at receiver. Pray, bench press has been my main exercise because my form was bad and I was plateauing. Yep. I think it's fine just to... I used to max out on bench press every chest workout. So I think at your age is fine. But who knows? Ronald, I don't trust Deebo now. He's saying he doesn't want to be a running back. That's what made him special. Yeah. I'm still wary of Deebo. At the right price, I think I'd draft Deebo. But I want some more clarification. I think as we get closer to the regular season, we'll probably get that. But I'm wary of Deebo as well. So Leonard Fournette goes at 16 here. Ronald, you have to assume Ayuk progresses in his 3rd year. Typical breakout wide receiver year. I can't trust it. I hope Ayuk breaks out, man. I thought he was going to last season. So I sure hope so. And I'll say this much to that point, Ronald. I think that you can draft Ayuk at a much better value overall than what you have to pay for Deebo. I mean, you can get Ayuk pretty damn late right now. So I think it's probably worth it, especially, you're probably going to get Deebo in the top 12. at least the top 15. I think we've seen him slide out of there once or twice, especially much more, when the negotiations and everything first started to happen and the potential holdout. He was falling out to up to the top 20. So I think he'll be closer to the top 12 by the time the regular season starts. But I want more clarification right there. Pray, I can't max out the end of my chest workout because my arms are fried. Yeah, you should probably just do bench, and then at the end of your bench sets, max out, and then do the rest of your workout, which is not fun. All right, DeAndre Swift here at pick 19, so we're up in 3 picks. Ronald Wright, it's fine though, Debo, just not at the price. Yeah, I agree. I'll consider him round 4, so I'll be taking him nowhere. Fair enough. All right, Saquon Barkley here at pick 20. Mike Evans goes at 21. Man, that stinks. All right, so let's just take a look at all positions. All right, so for purpose of tonight's draft, we're going running back, receiver, alternating between both spots, late round QB, late round tight ends. Man, I really think that Keenan Allen's the best available receiver from a consistency standpoint, but I do think we're going to be able to get a couple consistent receivers throughout this draft. So I want to go upside here actually and go with T. Higgins or A.J. Brown. I like both these offenses. I'm going to go A.J. Brown. It's really tough. I like both those offenses. Listen, I think you can draft Devonta Smith at a really good value. Relatively, I would say mid-draft as Javonte Williams and Mark Andrews get selected here. I also think you can draft Tyler Boyd really, really late at an even better value. So there's my main reasoning for going A.J. Brown there. All right, Josh Allen and Cam Akers to start the 3rd round. And that means we have to go running back now. There are plenty of options that I like. Antonio Gibson, David Montgomery, Aaron Jones, J.K. Dobbins, Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Elijah Mitchell, Zeke Elliott ranked at 53. Come on, man. This is an interesting selection. We don't pick again for a while. I'll take a gamble on Antonio Gibson here. I think you could go Josh Jacobs here. Could go Zeke there. Could go Mitchell there. Nick Chubb is a fine pick. I almost kind of wish I went Nick Chubb. I don't mind David Montgomery, but I don't think we've drafted Gibson any mock draft. So we'll take Gibson for the sake of argument tonight. All right. There goes Chubster and Travis Kelce, the first tight end off the board. We also got our first QB off the board, and Josh Allen at pick 25. Kelce goes at 29. Let's see. AJ is probably out of my price range, but Boyd does not hold a candle to AJ. Oh, not at all, man. Not at all. But I don't like to draft too many receivers from the same team. I mean, if you look at the Bengals, that's a fine team. You look at the Chargers; those are fine teams that have multiple players from. And I think you could probably throw the Eagles in there as well, at least from a receiving standpoint. But I try to avoid it. And if I have those late round guys that I like a Tyler Boyd, then it makes me more likely to not choose a guy. Like a T. Higgins, right? So it's a fair enough argument either way, I think. Derek, I took Andrews already. Oh, my bad. You did. You totally did. My bad. First tight end went in round 2 to Derek at pick 24. My bad. Good call. Let's see. P. Morley, I would have took Jacobs. I'm a Commanders fan. Yeah, I don't mind Jacobs there. I don't mind Monty. I don't mind Nick Chubb. I kind of wish I went Nick Chubb, to be honest. I don't even mind Zeke, or I probably would put Mitchell just a tad lower. But if you have the conviction, I don't really mind him there either. Aaron Jones, I don't mind at all, but I think you can easily pay a lower price for A.J. Dillon, who on paper put up essentially the same numbers as Aaron Jones last season. Slightly under, but I would rather pay a lower price for A.J. Dillon a little bit later on. All right, there goes T. Higgins, DJ Moore, getting some receivers sprinkled in here at the 3rd. Ronald, I might have gone Goddard in a receiver, but not Smith and AJ. I agree. That I'm fine with. Goddard, even though he plays essentially like a receiver, I'm fine with drafting Goddard. and Smith or Brown, but not Smith and AJ. I agree with. Yeah. And then see, like, it's similar, right? I would struggle having Keenan Allen and Mike Williams on the same team. There goes Breece Hall at 36 to end the third round. I would probably struggle with having T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd on the same team as well. But I would not struggle having Dallas Goedert and Smith or Brown on the same team. All right, Justin Herbert off the board here at 37, followed by J.K. Dobbins, Zeke, and Mike Williams to start the fourth round here. So we're going receiver at pick 46. I would love Metcalf, Waddle, or McLaurin. Wouldn't mind Pittman. I would like to get, I think all those guys offer some nice consistency. There goes DK Metcalf, so he's off the board. Godwin's going to miss some time. There goes Elijah Mitchell, Jalen Waddle. Deontay Johnson, I would probably go with here as well. St. Brown, a little bit more upside. Cooks, I don't mind, but I'd rather have McLaurin, who just got selected. Pittman, he just got selected. So we'll go Deontay Johnson here. We'll go Deontay Johnson. That's fine. There goes Amon-Ra St. Brown. All right, so that means we're going running back at pick 51. And it ain't pretty. But we're following this strategy. We have to get 3 running backs, 3 receivers before we can draft a QB and tight end. So for me, it's probably A.J. Dillon here. You might call that a reach. And it might be. I mean, is it, even following the strategy, does it make more sense just to wait around? Because, like, you know what? We're not going to wait around. We're going to go Travis Etienne here at 51. And then we're going to go receiver, running back in the 6th and 7th. Ronald, let's see. Yeah, because it's too risky to play them together, so it winds up being the same as a star and handcuff, which you can get much cheaper. Absolutely. 100% agree with you, man. All right, Hollywood Brown's gone. P. Morley says, note to self, get your receivers early. See, I kind of disagree. There goes Kenneth Walker and Brandon Cooks. I think receivers just so incredibly deep, man. All right, we'll take ETN off the board here. There goes Chris Godwin. Yeah, you can get, if you want like a bona fide wide receiver 1, you probably need to go out and get him in the first 2 rounds. There are some pretty damn good receivers that fall into the 3rd and 4th round. And then it's the deepest position, man. Mock draft after mock draft, we're seeing that. Saw it last year. We're seeing it this year again. I would say you got to go out and get your running backs early. Even looking at, we're in round 5 here, and now you're relying on handcuff 50-50 type situations for the most part. Tight end's going to dry up very quickly. QB, you could argue, you probably got to go early as well. All right, George Kittle ends the 5th round. Into the 6th round, we got Juju, Lamar, Dalton Schultz, Cortland Sutton, Michael Thomas off the board. Ronald, I am getting everyone by wide receiver early. Fair enough. Andrea says go running back early. P. Marley says, yeah, I meant top 10-ish. Yeah, if it's your wide receiver 1 and you want an absolute stud, then you probably do need to go out and get, a Jamar Chase, a Justin Jefferson, those top-tier guys, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill. You got to go out and get them early. Cooper Kupp in most drafts, I think, is going to go top 5. So if that's your strategy to get one of those top-tier guys, then you absolutely got to do it early. All right, so I need to go receiver here, following suit with this strategy. ETN was our last selection. And look, Devonta Smith available, so I probably should have gone T. Higgins. Drake London's kind of interesting here. I think there's some other late-round rookie receivers that I like. So I'm going to go Hunter Renfrow here. And then we're going to go running back at 75 and try and snag A.J. Dillon here. And I think it's a good start in terms of this, what I call a bounce-back strategy, going running back, receiver for a few rounds. Spoken to Cat, what up, baby? What up? I'm Team 12. Oh, no way. Let's go. Smokey was in here. Let's go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take A.J. Dillon. It's been a busy couple of rounds. I have to auto now. Need to head out. No worries, bro. Appreciate you hanging out, and appreciate you drafting for a bit. That's what's up, man. So let's see. Patty and Cheese is gone. Kyler Murray's gone. CH is gone. Drake London goes at 72. And then now we're into the 7th round. Treylon Burks, no surprise, goes to our boy Lincoln. Jalen Hurts, I chose A.J. Dillon at 75. Tyler Lockett, Elijah Moore, Dak Prescott, Devonta Smith, all gone. So looking at my roster, top needs are going to be QB and tight end essentially immediately. And I'm probably going to try and draft. It depends on what QB we land. I mean, if I can get Joe Burrow at 94 and be super happy, I might draft 2 QBs. Tight end, there's still a lot of really good tight ends around. I'd love to hit Dallas Goedert in the 9th round if he's available. If not, I mean, Dawson Knox is my guy. But if I can end up with Goddard and Knox, I'll be really, really happy. So we're seeing a little bit of a run on QB here. DeAndre Hopkins went at 80. Prescott at 78. Devonta Smith at 79. Tom Brady at 81. Aaron Rodgers at 82. Hawkinson at 83. And we're getting the final pick of the 8th round here. So there is probably going to be a run on QB and tight end. Tony Pollard, the final selection of the 7th round. Ronald, I've been taking Goddard round 6. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I can get him at 94, I'm going to be really happy. I think that's a really good value. Kareem Hunt, Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson. So a couple rookie receivers sprinkled in there. Rashad Bateman's off the board at 88. Ronald says the final countdown. This is where the pressure's on. This is where the gamble either pays off or not. So I think I'm actually going to try and go for Goddard at 99 and try and secure. I mean, he is the top tight end available, and I like him. But if I can get Joe Burrow at 97, I'm going to be really happy there. It just kind of depends on who's selected beforehand. I mean, I'm fine with Russell Wilson or Matthew Stafford as well. But Burrow really stands out, between those names for myself. Derek Carr, Deshaun Watson. I would like to draft both of those guys, right? So there goes Wilson. There goes Burrow. That's a big slap to the face. So we ain't getting Burrow or Wilson. That makes Stafford my top target here. Here goes Damian Harris at 91. Ronald says take the tight end. It's tough, man. For me, I'm gonna go. Oh, there goes Dallas Goedert. So we can't take the tight end. So I'll go Matthew Stafford. Then on 99, I'll go tight end. Well, that's a bummer. Mike Gesicki gets selected here. Rashad Penny at 96. I'm fine with Stafford at 94 is my QB1. There goes Chase Claypool. I'm happy with Dawson Knox as my tight end 1. And then I'll try and land Hunter Henry as well. Or Zach Ertz, Freiermuth, Noah Fant. There goes Zach Ertz. He's long gone. And I won't mind adding Deshaun Watson or Derek Carr to this roster as well. And then from there out, just finish. And there goes, wow, picks are coming in quick here. Looks like we got a couple teams on auto picks. So Hunter Henry's gone. Deshaun Watson's gone. We ain't getting them. Christian Watson, Melvin Gordon, Russell Gage, Jacoby Myers. Ronald says, of course you are. That's my guy, Dawson Knox. Give it up on Fant, man. Give it up. It's over. It might be. It might be. I think he's going to have a decent year. He's kind of like a reserve. Like if you absolutely fumble at the position and you want another guy, I think he's a fine fill-in. I'd far rather get Freiermuth here. They threw him away with the bathwater. That's fair. P. Morley, thoughts on Cole Kmet? I was late. See, I'm not very high on Cole Kmet personally. He didn't show me anything last year. Like last year was supposed to be the breakout year. I mean, just zero. Jimmy Graham stealing all those touchdowns doesn't help. I mean, he had a decent year from a receiving standpoint, but I wouldn't draft him personally unless you're in a far deeper league overall, like a 14-man league plus. I don't see it, man. And I think if he does have that production, then he's someone you're going to be able to pick up on the waiver wire. All right, let's add Freiermuth to this team, who's a little bit of a gamble with no Big Ben there. Not really sure what the QB situation is going to be like. But I'll take Cole Kmet. I'll take a gamble. Excuse me, not Cole Kmet. Pat Fearman. Take a gamble there. All right, I'm going to aim for Derek Carr here and then try and land a late round receiver and a late round running back and a late round receiver. Wait. RB receiver, running back. Yeah. Oh, there goes Tyler. Oh, it's Team Lincoln stealing my late round running back and Tyler Algier. Good pick, man. Kmet is great if Jimmy isn't there. If he is, don't do it. I agree. And maybe from a full PPR standpoint, Derek's stealing all my guys. That's okay. Good picks, man. Good picks. I'm going to take Derek Carr here. Good picks, Derek. Maybe in full PPR. And P. Morley, yep, 14. That's great. As a late round guy, I think that's fine, but I would not bank on him being your tight end 1. Maybe in like a 20-man league, he's a fine tight end 1 that's full PPR, but I don't see it personally. But hey, who knows, man? It could be his breakout year. I just think that he didn't show much last season, and that was kind of the season to do so to speak. All right, so let's queue up a couple running backs, a couple receivers. Receivers have dried up quite a bit, but we're pretty deep overall. Goes Jahan Dotson, Kenny Galladay. Oh my gosh, I can't even queue people up. It's moving so quick. All right. Round 12, John Mechie, Alex Pierce, Irv Smith, Noah Fant, Robert Tonyan. Derek, I agree with some of your guys. Sometimes the way the draft falls. Sorry, bro. No, you're good. You're good. No worries, man. I'm glad that you're going out and drafting those guys and having that same conviction as myself. All right. So I need to go running back here. I'll take a flyer on Madison as a handcuff all day long. I got no beef with that whatsoever. And then we need to go receiver at 147. For me, it's probably Tim Patrick. I like George Pickens here as well. But I got a little bit more conviction in Tim Patrick. There goes Dameon Pierce. A good pick, Derek, once again. I consider Dameon Pierce over Alexander Madison. But I do think Madison holds kind of that later season value as well. Derek taking Tim Patrick. So for me, I'll go George Pickens here. Good picks, Derek. All right, let's see here. So for me, I think I could still follow suit with this strategy and just go running back or receiver, and be fine either way. P. Murley, put it on the board. It doesn't really show the best board, and it's moving very quickly. Oh, I'm on the clock. I probably will go with Henderson here. Van Jefferson, Rondell Moore, Ced Wilson. Kind of interesting names there. But I feel pretty decent about this receiver room, so we'll take a chance on a committee approach running back there. Yeah, my bad, P. Murley. It's gotten a little crazy here. It looks like everyone's on auto pick at this point, which is pretty common once it's just down to kickers and defense. So we'll we'll choose a kicker and defense and finish things out here. I'll go Patriots defense here. And then we'll take a kicker to end things. A lot of good kickers. Maybe we should consider going kicker first, but I'm happy with the Pats defense. They're extremely consistent. So. All right, man. Good draft tonight. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. All right, so we'll just close things out with a kicker. For me, it's probably Ryan Suckup or Jake Elliott. Chris Boswell, Robbie Gould, not bad options either. Greg Zuerlein, probably going to have a decent year with the Jets. I'll go Ryan Suckup. It's really a flyer between any of those kickers anyways. P. Murley, kidding. I meant board bet on Kmet. Oh, my bad. My bad, man. All right, Cole Kmet going on the board. All right, so draft is complete. Another great stream, another great mock draft with you guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. All right, so this is where we ended up. Like I said, I call this, for lack of a better term, a bounce back method, going running back, receiver, running back, receiver, running back, receiver, until we're basically, did I mess this up? Running back, receiver, running back, receiver, running back, receiver, running back, and then we went running back. Or yeah, just A.J. Dillon, QB, tight end, QB, running back, receiver, running back. So I don't know. It got a little janky there. I think I was supposed to take one more receiver, but I think it's a good thing that I probably didn't. All right. So Austin Eckler, Antonio Gibson. I think I should have gone Nick Chubb or Zeke over Antonio Gibson, but he's still a fine RB2 behind Eckler, I think. ETN, not my favorite running back to draft, but I do think he was the best running back available. And we still landed A.J. Dillon, who I almost went with over ETN because I have that much conviction in A.J. Dillon. So I like the spot that we're in there with those 4 running backs. And we got Alexander Madison and Henderson. Committee approach and Henderson, who could end up being a handcuff to Cam Akers. And then Alexander Madison, one of the most valuable handcuffs in the league. Receivers, we got A.J. Brown, a lot of upside there. Then Deontay Johnson, a lot of consistency. Hopefully he has that same chemistry with whether it's Mitchell Trubisky or Kenny Pickett this season. Then we got Hunter Renfrow, George Pickens. So a little thin at receiver. But Brown, Johnson, Renfrow, pretty happy with those guys and taking a flyer. And Pickens would have liked to get a Tyler Boyd or Tim Patrick in here as well. But nonetheless, still knocked down by that receiving room nonetheless. Tight end, Dawson Knox and Freiermuth. I'm super happy with those 2 tight ends. Then Derek Carr and Matthew Stafford. I can live with that. Patriots defense and Ryan Suckup at kicker. Like, I just feel like this strategy always turns out like you're not ecstatic about your team necessarily, but your team turns out very consistent and even-keeled as well. And also with this strategy, you don't necessarily have to go 2 QBs, 2 tight end whatsoever. We probably could have landed like a Tyler Boyd in here. Probably could have landed a Tim Patrick in there. Maybe another rookie receiver who we had a little bit more conviction in. So maybe that's what I'll do in tomorrow night's mock draft is I'll run this same strategy back, but I won't go double tight end and double QB, or at least until later rounds, so to speak, before we fill out more at receiver. I don't think there's going to be enough valuable running backs. So we'll continue to mess around with this strategy, but I still think that this team turned out pretty good overall and pretty even-keeled as well. P. Marley says, A.J. Dillon and Madison, I love it. Got to give a shout-out to that division. Derek says, I will go Chubb over Gibson. Ronald says, I would go Chubb over Gibson. I 1,000% agree with you guys. That was a mistake by me in this mock draft. And also, they just have Chubb ranked pretty low. I actually glanced over him, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. I would take Chubb over Gibson in a heartbeat, and that was a mistake. But it's a good note to make that we could have had Chubb over Gibson for sure. Derek says Dillon and Madison are good. I love them as 2 running backs to have on the bench for sure. My bad, bro. You're good, Derek. You're good, man. You're good. Glad to hear y'all like Chubb, a serious target consideration. He's, I think he's very, very undervalued right now. Yeah. Derek, what do you think of my team? All right, let's check out your team. I knew that you asked. So you got Josh Allen and Jonathan Taylor. Ooh. And Mark Andrews. I like that start already. So QB, you got Josh Allen. Obviously love that. Running backs, we got Jonathan Taylor, Kenneth Walker, Rashad Penny. So you got the Seahawks locked up. Tyler Algier, Damian Pierce, and Naheem Hines. So you also got the Colts locked up. So running back's a little thin, but I'm okay with it because you got Jonathan Taylor leading the way, and he's still locked up. The Seahawks running backs more than likely, unless Chris Carson really comes through. I think Algier has a chance to be RB1 as well as Pierce. But also you took some flyers at, QB and tight end, receiver. You took more value there, right? So tight end, you got Mark Andrews. You're set there. Josh Allen, you're set at QB as well. Looking at receivers, Hollywood Brown, Drake London, Treylon Burks, Brandon Ayuk, Tyler Boyd, Tim Patrick. You got really good value at receiver all the way through this draft. Chargers defense, Justin Tucker, a kicker. This is a good-looking team, man. Like I said, it's a little thin at running back, but it could pay off, right? If, Walker hits or Penny hits for the Seahawks. And either way, you've got the handcuffs set up there. Nyheim Hines, I don't see JT really going down, but Hines is kind of a nice PPR. If you're going up against a team that's really bad against receiving backs, and Hines is a nice option. They had that game against the Jets where they both absolutely balled out last season. The value where you got Hines is fine. This is your final skill position selection in the draft. Good value at receiver throughout the draft. I mean, you need one of these rookies between Drake London and Treylon Burks to step up. You got good value in Brandon Ayuk, Tyler Boyd, and Tim Patrick. Great value as well. Then Hollywood Brown, probably not my favorite wide receiver one, but if you get one of those rookies to step up, then he's a very good wide receiver too, or a flex option as well. I also think that Tim Patrick and Tyler Boyd are nice flex options. Not a very high ceiling, but good flex options. But at the end of the day, you got a lot of value at tight end, a lot of value at QB, and you got the best running back in the league last season as well. Good defense, good kicker. So I really do think that this roster could work out as well. Let's see. Ronald, those three are the draft. Everything else is a bonus. Fair enough. All right. So, I don't know why I just yelled, but I did. So I thought that was a fun strategy to try out. I'm going to try and work on it a little bit more tomorrow again. So appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Had a blast tonight. As always, just going to be one mock draft for the night. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. Derek, appreciate you drafting. Smokey the Cat was in here for a bit drafting. Appreciate you, Smokey, as well. So Derek, Dicer, Prey, Andrea, Ronald, P. Morley, Smokey the Cat. Appreciate you guys swinging by, hanging out. Appreciate you guys getting the live chat. Let me know what's up. Guys, hit that like button on the way out. It really does help us out when you guys smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you are new to the channel, come join the Catch Fam. Really helps us out when you guys subscribe to the channel as well. Come join the Catch Fam on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Wow, I can't speak. Subscribers. Subscriber mock draft Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Sharp. Link is on Discord. Discord link is in the description down below. So come out and draft with us Wednesday night. Have some fun. Talk some fantasy. And should be a good draft Wednesday night. We had a great subscriber mock draft last night as well. So come hang out Wednesday night and mock draft with us on Sleeper Man. All right. That should do it for tonight. Goodbye, Ronald. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, Catch friend, Catch family. Andrea, good night. Derek, good night. And I will talk to you guys soon. That should do it for tonight. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You guys know what to do. Appreciate you guys. Love this community. Love the Catch Fam. Love this channel. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. With that, I got nothing else to say. But thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And remember, you saw it here on The Catch. And peace.